Good morning, Mama. Welcome to Yoga Life with Amber. I'm Amber. I'm 4.5 months postpartum, and I'm really grateful that you're here. No matter where you are on your postpartum journey, you're welcome. Today, we are going to be talking about confidence. Confidence in knowing that you are the best mom for your baby ever. You're doing everything great. You're doing your best, no matter if you are feeling awesome and you're going for walks and you're just loving being a mom, all the way to the opposite end of the spectrum where maybe some of you are suffering from postpartum, where you think you're the worst, or you're doing everything wrong and your baby isn't sleeping and you're just about to quite literally jump off a cliff. I don't say that lightly. I know I've had both extremes. So please know that I'm here. I would love to talk to you. I would love to hear your comments, what you're going through as a mom. But today we're really going to focus on stepping into that confidence. Shoulder bones back, heart open, knowing that we are here for our kids, we're doing our best, and you are an amazing mom. So I want that to just soak in today. So wherever you are, on your couch, on the floor, let's just start with a really tall spine. So begin by feeling your sit bones underneath you. So you might wiggle your butt cheeks around to where you feel those two sit bones wiggling into the ground of the couch. And then just take your hands onto your knees or just let your arms be really soft by you. And notice how this feels to sit really tall. I taught mindfulness to some high schoolers one time, and one of the kids said, "Excuse me, I think that people who practice yoga are more confident." And I was like, you know what? That's an awesome point. They probably are, but even if they aren't, they look more confident because they have awesome posture. Because we're just like, shoulders back, right? So it doesn't have to be this huge thrust where we're thrusting our ribs. We don't want to do that. Remember, we want to hug in those belly muscles like we talked about in episode 1 of our postpartum series. So we still want to work with that breath, pulling in those belly muscles, but can we keep that tone, but also open in the heart, the chest, the collarbone, shoulder bones slightly back. You might even take your pointer fingers and just barely push your shoulder bones back, noticing a tone in the back of the shoulders. And so as we sit here, just begin to bring that breath back. Inhale, big soft belly. Exhale, thread those belly muscles together without curling in. Keep a tall spine. And I'm just going to talk to you for 2 seconds. So listen, as moms, we're either breastfeeding, we're holding, we are doing this rounding motion in our spine. So I'm just talking, you keep that breath going with a tall spine. So we're rocking our babies, we're feeding our babies with a bottle, however it is that you're feeding your baby. We are feeding our babies, hopefully. And we're just wanting to curl them up, right? Which is beautiful and awesome. There's nothing wrong with that. That's what we are doing, we should be doing. However, sometimes it can start to wear on us and we can begin to kind of slow down like this. So today we really want to work on that counteraction of open up, tall, strong, confident. So today we're just going to be opening up the chest and the heart to this reality that we're the best moms ever for our babies. So if you're here breathing, let's begin by taking the arms behind your back and just reach for your opposite elbows. You may not grab them like right now. I'm just grabbing onto my opposite wrist because it's early in the morning and my shoulders are not open like that right now. You also might notice that your back is starting to feel this. Your low back maybe. That's because we're working those muscles to stay upright. So just begin by opening through the heart here. This action will automatically open up your chest and give you that, don't you feel 10 times more confident just doing this motion? I know I do. So continue that breath. Soft inhale. Belly's like yoga belly, right? Mama yoga belly. Exhale. Hug it in. So we still want to maintain that while feeling the stretch in the fronts of the shoulders. Yeah. Let's just step into our motherhood. Step into the amazing miracle it is to be a mom. Just knowing every day's so different, right? One day your baby's happy, go lucky, the best day ever, and then the next day they're crazy. So just in every moment knowing that you got this. Beautiful. Release the hands and just notice how that felt. Were you really tight there? How was it? Inhale, reach your arms up towards the sky. Take those shoulder bones down your back. You can do that really automatically. I'll turn your pinkies towards the back of your body. Yeah. Good. Exhale, take that right hand down to the earth. Left arm reaches towards the sky. And just for today, we're going to wrap that left arm around the hip and then open up your heart towards the sky. But keep that hug in the core. So we don't want to be thrusting everything out, creating more of a split. We want to really hug in and then open up. Notice how that's not exactly the easiest thing. Good. And if you're double jointed like me in that right arm, a little bend in the elbows. Good. And then allow your neck to be relaxed. So if it looks good, it feels good for you to look up. We all know it looks better, but does it feel better? Or you can just drop your head down. And then ever so slightly, you can bend in that right arm if you'd like. Get a little more of a side stretch here. So we're opening in the heart and the side. One more breath. Beautiful. Inhale, reach both arms up. Shoulders down the back. Turn those pinkies in. Exhale, other side. That's my other baby, my fur baby. I have to put him up because he's a huge German Shepherd and he'll be like all over the place. Good. And if you want to stay here, please stay here. Or wrap the arm around your hip. Open the heart towards the sky, and then allow your neck to do whatever your neck wants to do. You might kind of move it around. So a lot of times we can carry stress, sleepless nights, the weight of the fact that we are responsible for a tiny human on our shoulders and our necks. So just begin to let that go. And trust. Trust is a big word for me as a mom. I really have to trust that, just like Bob Marley says, every little thing is going to be all right. As long as we show up every day doing our best, even if that's not the best, it doesn't matter. Good. Bend in that elbow for one more breath. And then inhale, reach both arms up towards the sky. Exhale, hands to heart center. And just pause. Bring back those shoulders. Maybe close your eyes and just feel this warm sense of amazing love. This love that we have for our kids, we should also be giving ourselves. They're looking to us. They're watching how we carry ourselves, how we are with ourselves. Do we take time for ourselves? If we love ourselves, they will also grow up loving themselves. I promise. And something really interesting is our kids get their posture from watching our posture. So if we're walking around like we're beating puppies all the time like this, like, ee. Don't ever beat a puppy, by the way. That was terrible. We really want to show them, you got this, babe. Awesome. So whenever you're ready, take the hands in front of you, roll onto all fours, hands and knees. Now, if you're really early postpartum, for me, I didn't even want to do a tabletop. Like, this was too much for my diastasis recti. My belly was kind of coning out. So if this doesn't work for you, you can come onto your back and do this. But I think it should be okay. See how you feel. Just shift those hips around. So if you're on your back, you might just rock from side to side, hug your belly, hug your knees in. But if you're on all fours, rock your hips from side to side. And then look forward. Good. Open up through your shoulders, but don't drop your belly. So we're still hugging in your belly. Awesome. Beautiful. Take your knees together and then sit your booty back on your heels. If this doesn't feel good for your knees, you can come onto your glutes. One more time, let's take those hands behind your back. Interlace your fingers. It's very hard to, all of us, I mean, even me, I want to like really thrust my ribs forward, but hug in. Keep that integrity in the belly. Take your hands behind your back and then just open up through your shoulders here. You might even take your hands off of your back a little bit. Breathe. Soft belly on the inhale. Watch my belly. Woo! Balloon. Exhale. Pull it in like you're zipping up a pair of badass high-waisted pants that we're all wanting to. I just bought myself a pair of high-waisted pants in like 3 sizes up. Thank you very much, because I feel sexy in them. I hope none of you are holding on to the old size that you were. You know, some people go into a size that's even smaller before. It doesn't matter, right? Like, just as long as you feel good, that's great. For me, I feel best when I'm naked or have less clothes on. That's just me. Some people feel better in more clothes. Do what feels good. And then whenever you're ready, release those arms. And I just want you to, kind of like you're running or having this crazy walk, just take your arms back and forth. Swing them, swing them, swing them. Oh yeah. Beautiful. On your next inhale, reach both arms up towards the sky. Come up on your knees. So from here, don't forget, put your high-waisted pants on your exhales. Keep that integrity in the belly. Inhale, those arms are up. Beautiful. Exhale, grab opposite elbows above your head. Now, if this is enough, you're like, oh, I really feel this. I'm going to turn towards you. You can keep it right here. Or, my bun's kind of getting in the way. Go over your bun and come behind your head a little bit. So you're taking those biceps maybe behind your head. Now, this is a big stretch for me. You can tell because I'm like, my face is telling me that. But it feels great. Now, my body wants to thrust forward, so I really got to think about hugging in, but opening up in the upper body. So can you keep both? Beautiful. Can you breathe? It's kind of hard to breathe sometimes when you're really stretching. Beautiful. Inhale, reach your arms up, and then grab your elbows the opposite way, the way that feels kind of funky. Same thing. Just notice how this feels in your shoulders. Good. Awesome. Now stay here. Inhale. Exhale, reach over towards the right, just ever so slightly. And then turn your heart towards the sky, just barely. Inhale up. Exhale, other side. Rotate towards the sky. Keep the integrity of the core muscles. Inhale up. Beautiful. Release those arms. And now we're just going to good old-fashioned stretch with the arms. Bring them in and out. In and out. In and out. Next time you come in, it's cheesy but it's true. Give yourself a hug. Maybe walk your fingers on the insides of your shoulder blades and just twist it out. Maybe sway. I told you guys in the first video, I'm a swayer when I hug. I love to sway. So give yourself this hug and love. If this doesn't feel good on top of your knees, you can come down. And then switch sides. So the other arm goes on top. Give yourself a hug. And just write another love note to yourself. Dear self, you are the best mom. You are amazing. You are killing it. You've never been a mom before, maybe. Or maybe you have lots of children, but you've never been a mom of 2 or 3. I mean, it's always different. So just give yourself some grace and trust that your baby is happy and loved just because of you. Exhale, take your hands by your side. Palms come to heart center. 1 breath to just check in with our breath. How's it going? Soft belly. Exhale. Pull your belly button in. Awesome. Release your hands by your side. Beautiful. Turn back onto all fours. Plant your fingers. Press through those fingers. And then from here, we're going to tuck our toes and come into our first downward facing dog. Now, this can feel kind of funky. My first down dog felt like my belly and my guts were just going to fall out. Seriously. But press into those fingers and then bend your knees extremely. Take your tailbone towards the sky. Now, see how I want to watch my chest? I want to press my chest. But today, we're going to pull the belly in. Good. So we want a little, try to find a little sway in the low back or a little arch in the low back. We want that. But then hug those ribs in. Tack the ribs in. Tack the upper core muscles in. And then press out of your shoulders. It's really opening up through the shoulders. Beautiful. One more breath. Beautiful. Inhale, come forward, drop your knees. And then lower onto your belly. Take your time. Now, I know this doesn't feel great, maybe on your boobs. So you might want to do this after you breastfed or emptied your boobs. But what we're going to do here is take your arms into a cactus. Also, I know some people are doing formula. Not everyone's feeding their baby with their boobs. Good. And then rest your right cheek on the ground. So we have cactus arms on both sides. Now from here, we're going to tent the left fingers and then open up. Take that left toe behind you, or you can just roll onto your side, or you might take your toe in front of you. But we really want to open up through the front of the right shoulder. So wherever you are, breathe. Keep that breath going. You might even take your hand to your belly. I hope you're all practicing self-love for your belly. Good. Some of you might even reach that left arm around your back. That opening might feel really good for you. One more breath. Beautiful. Come back to center. Take your time. Hug that belly in. And then switch sides mindfully. And this side it is going to be totally different for you. So whichever variation feels best. Arm can be behind your back. Woo, it's a pretty intense stretch. But wherever you are, really breathe with confidence. You've made it so far. You carried a baby for 9 to 10 months. Some of you maybe even longer. And now you're doing it. You're an amazing mom. Just keep telling yourself that. Because it is true. One more breath. Beautiful. Come back to center. Awesome. And then plant your hands. And then slowly press yourself up just a little bit. Open through your collarbones for Cobra Pose. But don't let it be big today. Tack those elbows in. What we don't want to do is really press up high, because remember that encourages diastasis recti. So we just want to open through the collarbone here. And just for today, maybe we pick the hands up just for a second, because we really want to strengthen our backs. And you might even squeeze your butt cheeks. So we're sitting a lot, we maybe aren't moving all that much, so we really want this back body, back chain of muscles to be strong to support our core. Beautiful. Take your hands down. Relax. Forehead to the earth. Take your hands on the outside of your mat. Take your elbows up towards the sky. Good. And just rock your forehead from side to side, dipping one shoulder bone towards the earth and the other. Oh, Timber. He wants to be a part of our Mama series so bad. He did make his debut in one of my other videos, so you can go watch him. Beautiful. Whenever you're ready, take your hands by your chest. Press yourself up. Hug your core. Beautiful. And then come onto your glutes. Take your arms, wrap them around your knees, and sit really tall one more time before we come into final resting pose. Maybe you just make up a mantra for yourself today. I am doing awesome. Simple mantra. Whatever it is for you today. Beautiful. Take your hands on your knees. Hug your core in. And then roll back. Hug your knees in. Rock from side to side. Maybe press one knee down on the other. Always feel really good to open the hips. You think, or I would think, that my hips would be really open after having a baby. But the truth is, they're just like trying to go back together. So they're so tight. Beautiful. And then whenever you're ready, come onto your spine. Walk those shoulder blades underneath you. And if your low back hurts, you want to put a little bit of space in between your back and the ground. And just begin to set up for final relaxation pose. If you're, we're all at home if you're home. If you're at home, which you probably are, you can get a pillow, lay on your side, make yourself super comfy on your belly, however you can really settle in. And just allow yourself to take 5 to 10 minutes here with your hands on your belly, maybe just resting in the truth, knowing and trusting that you're an amazing mom and you're doing the best for your kid every single day. Beautiful. So you stay here, and I will see you next time. Thank you so much for joining me. You're an awesome, awesome mom. I can't wait to hear about your journey, how this went for you. What is your mantra? You can comment below. Subscribe and hit the little bell for more of our postpartum series. Namaste for today, mamas.